You're tuned to 91.9 FM.
You're tuned to 91.9 FM.
KSPB Pebble
KSPB Pebble Beach.
KSPB Pebble Beach.
KSPB Pebble Beach.
KSPB Pebble Beach, a community service of Stevenson School.
Find us on the web at kspb.org.
Hi, welcome back to KSPB Pebble Beach. I'm here with Matthew Merritt, and he's going to tell us a little bit about himself, and then we'll get started with this interview. So, Matt, if you could just tell us how old you are, where you're from, what sport you're playing, what school, and your major.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, thanks for having me. My name is Matthew Merritt, 22 years old, from Fresno, California, and I currently play football at Stanford University.
And what is your major and the position that you play?
Yes, major is science and technology, and I'm a D lineman here.
Who is someone that you grew up idolizing in football, and is it still the same person?
Someone I grew up idolizing in football would have to be Demarcus Ware. He was a defensive end for my favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. He was just a beast on the field, Hall of Famer. Was one of the first people to do the fake spin. So as a kid, I kind of idolized that, and as a lot of other defense linemen did. So he was a master of his craft for sure. Do I still idolize him? Sure. I mean, you know what? He was my idol as a kid, so obviously kind of had that little soft spot for him, obviously. But you know, yeah, he's definitely a guy I can still look to master my own craft and kind of replicate my moves off of. So yeah.
Thank you. And what are your dreams and aspirations for your future after college?
Yeah, so for my future after college, unfortunately not going to be playing football anymore. NFL is not in the cards. That was a dream at one point. But yeah, so I mean, new goals, new dreams. Eventually end up at a private equity firm, whether that be starting it with my buddies or join one myself. And kind of just live in the investment world, I guess. Yeah.
And as we know, Stanford is an amazing institution. So what are your proudest sports and academic achievements there so far?
Yes. So first and foremost, my proudest athletic achievements would have to be just finishing the 4 years here. I'm a senior. I played my last game this past Saturday. So I made it to the finish line. So I think my proudest achievement of that is just reaching the end. And a lot of guys around the whole country in college football don't finish. Even on my own team, I've seen throughout the years, a lot of guys quit, don't finish the full 4 years. So I'm happy that I pushed through all the pain, the adversity, and all the ups and downs and made it to the finish line. Academic, I would say proudest achievement was just being on the Pac-12 honor roll every fall. So the Pac-12, if you have above, I think it was a 3.0. I think it was above. Just got to get above 3.0 GPA. And I was able to do that consistently throughout every season. They only give out that award during your sports season. So if you can maintain good grades while you're still playing the sports, I guess they see that as impressive. So I was able to get that accolade all 4 years. So I'm proud of that. So yeah.
Those amazing achievements. What advice would you give to somebody who would one day aspire to be in your position?
Some advice I'd give to someone trying to aspire to be in my position is dream big and don't think any goal or any aspiration of yours is too out of reach, because it's not. I never thought I would be where I am today. I didn't think I would be playing football at a Division I school and also one of the best universities in the world. And here I am doing that. You know, just put your head down every day, do the work that will help you get to where you need to go, and just focus on what you want to do. So, and you'll be amazed with how much you can accomplish if you just put your mind to it.
What is your biggest learning you've taken away from football, which applies to life?
I would say everything is earned and not given. You know, in football, it's very obvious when you see a dude show up to practice or a guy who shows up the first day back after break, and he's out of shape, right? You know, And you could tell that he just took the time he took his break to just sit down and relax and not work at his craft or go work out, right? He just sat around his couch, probably played video games, watched TV, hung out with his girl, whatever. Yeah, that's all. And then you see the guys who comes back and they're faster than when they left, or they're just as strong as when they left. And it's just the guys that you see that work when nobody's watching. And I'd say there's definitely a positive correlation and obvious connection between the work you put in and then the success you get out. So that's probably the biggest thing I've learned is the more work I put in, the better results I'm going to get, whether with my body, whether that be my workouts and the performance I'm able to do after those workouts. Also, the competitiveness in football has helped me be prepared in life, because competitiveness never stops, whether that be in your work or any type of other activity you like to do. If you're striving to be successful, you're always going to be competing with others, because there's always going to be a guy just as hungry as you are, or even hungrier, to try to be successful. So football has definitely taught me the true values of learning how to become successful and the work that you need to put in to do it.
That's amazing. And what did the recruitment process look like for you?
Yeah, so the recruitment process was actually a little weird, because I was a senior during 2020. That's when I graduated. So COVID hit towards the back end of the recruitment. So a lot of the schools that I had offers by, their coaches ended up being fired. It was kind of weird. Like 3 schools that recruited me, the head coach was fired / resigned for health issues. And the new staff all told me that they didn't want me anymore. Stanford was, I ended up applying late. So I didn't find out that I got into Stanford until March of my senior year, right? 2 months away from graduating. Mostly every other athlete in the country knows where they're going already. And I did not know until March, because obviously it was part of the late admissions process, So I basically had all my chips in on Stanford. If I didn't get into Stanford, I don't know where I'd be right now. But thankfully I was able to get in and able to attend. So
Yeah, that's great. I know a lot of athletes have had different experiences, especially being from that 2020 class.
yeah,
Different
exactly.
things that happened that year. And what does a non-game day in the life look like for you?
A non-game day, an ideal non-game day, if I have no class and I have no meetings, right? If this is just an off day, I'm gonna wake up, maybe go get a little workout in, get a sweat pumping so I can be able to enjoy the rest of my day, feel good. Go play some golf with my boys. Enjoy that. Go have a nice meal. That'd be the ideal. Usually that's not how it goes. Usually a non-game day is we'll have practice, a workout, I'll have class, homework to do. So it depends on what time of the year we're in and kind of where class is at. But yeah, those are the kind of 2 versions of my non-game days.
And what does a game day look like for you?
Yeah, so game day, let's say we're at home. We wake up. We're in the hotel already. Get up, go get your breakfast. You have a mandatory window you have to get it by. After that, usually the team takes a walk outside, get some fresh air, wake up a little bit. After that, I do walkthroughs and meetings. Kind of last minute, cherry on top. Let's go. We got a game in about 3 hours, 4 hours. So let's get everything right, dial it in. And then after that, we'll do a pregame. Everyone go back upstairs for a little bit. Got about an hour and a half, and then pack your bags, change into your pregame outfit, and then come back down for pregame meal. And then we have a little quick team meeting, motivational speech, hop on the bus, head to the stadium, and then get rolling.
Full day of events.
Yeah.
And now that you've completed the 4 years, what is your most memorable game that you've played in?
Yeah, so I say there's 2, one selfish one and then one team one team memorable one. First one is the first game I played in. So last year, opening game, first game of the year against Colgate, was able to get in, play. So I didn't play my freshman or sophomore year. So that was, I got my first tackle in that game as well. So I always remember that one. And the nerves I felt walking on the field for the first time with the whole stadium watching me. So brought a new sense of anxiety and also a new sense of I guess happiness from finally getting into my first collegiate game. And then team wise has to be Oregon sophomore year. Didn't play at all, but it was we're going against, I think Oregon was number 2 or number 3 at the time in the country. And we were tied the entire game. I think we were up most of the game, and then they ended up tying it up and then taking the lead towards the end of the fourth quarter. Ended up having a nice little drive at the end, get down to the field. Last play of the game, we're able to catch a fade ball in the back of the end zone. An incredible play by Elijah Higgins to tie the game and send it to overtime. And then we get the ball first and score pretty quickly to John Humphreys. And then our defense holds a stand on 4th down to win the game. And then the fans rush the field. That's the biggest upset I've ever been a part of, with, number 2, number 3 team, whatever they were in the country. So it definitely has to be that one.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much for being here today, and congratulations on everything you've achieved over the past 4 years. And we wish you good luck in your future.
Thank you. Appreciate it.